Hello everyone, welcome to class 5 geography session, chapter number 2, temperature zones. Now let me ask few questions to you. Have you ever visited any place during your summer or winter vacation? I think yes, right. Now my next question is, how was the weather of the place which you visited? Now definitely all over the world different places have different types of atmosphere or climate or weather, right? Some places are feeling too hot, some places are too cold, some places they are facing rainy season, somewhere it's autumn or spring, right? What is the reason behind that? Why different places in the world have different types of climate? Let us discuss. In this session, we are going to cover objectives like factors affecting climate, altitude, distance from the equator, distance from the sea, humidity, and wind. So, guys, I am Abha Vyas. I am here because I love to give presentation. You can find me at below link. So, let us start. Now, what is the meaning of temperature? The meaning of temperature is the measure of how hot or cold something is called temperature. Okay. Next one is, what is the difference between weather and climate? So, the average weather condition of a place calculated for a long period of time, generally 30 years, it's called climate. But what about weather? So weather can change within few minutes, within few hours, within few seconds and within a day. That is called weather. Now, have you ever thought why people in Tamil Nadu do not wear woolen clothes in winter? Why it is so cold in Ladakh but not so cold in Mumbai at the same time? Right? So there are many factors which affect the climate of a place. They are altitude, distance from the equator, distance from the sea, humidity, and wind. So let us discuss our first factor, and that is altitude. Why do people visit hill stations in summer? Why are they cooler? This is because hill stations are situated at a higher altitude, or the height above the sea level affects the climate of a place. Temperature decreases with increasing height or altitude. For example, the climate of a place becomes cooler as we move from the plains to hilly areas, right? Sometimes the plains may very hot climate, but nearby mountain may have snow-covered peak. So we can take one example of Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. It's situated near the equator, but its peak remains covered with snow for most part of the year. This is because its peak is at high altitude. So this was the concept of altitude. Next one is latitude or distance from the equator. So the latitude at which a place is located affects the climate of the place. Places situated near the equator. Now this is the equator line, right? So places near the equator receives direct rays of the sun. Can you see? Direct rays of the sun. Therefore, the climate of the place in the equatorial region is very hot and humid. Places located at high latitude or far away from the equator. Suppose this is the equator line and the place is near by North Pole or South Pole or somewhere over here nearby the Antarctic or Arctic Circle. Receive slanting rays of the sun. You can notice in this figure, see slanting rays. Right. So, the slanting rays travel for a longer distance and spread out over a large area. As we move towards the poles, the rays of the sun become more slanting and the amount of heat received is less. So this is the second factor latitude or distance from the equator. Now let us discuss our third factor, and that is distance from the sea. Now places situated closer to the sea or ocean have moderate climate during summer and winter. On the other hand, places which are situated far away from the sea or ocean are cold in winter and hot in summer. This is because of the land and sea breezes which keep the coastal region cool. So let us learn what is this land breeze and sea breeze. Okay, so during daytime, land heats up faster. Now during daytime you can see land heats up very faster, this area. Okay, the warm air rises and makes way for the cool breeze blowing over the sea like this way. At night, the sea remains warm because it loses heat slowly as compared to land. So, right now during this night time, this land area is very cool. Okay, the sea remains warm because it loses very slowly as compared to land. The air above the sea is warm. Now here you can see air above the sea is very warm and it rises, making way for the cool breeze blowing from the land like this way. This is how distance from the sea affects the climate of a place. So here you need to pay attention about how this sea breeze and land breeze works. Okay? Now next point is humidity. What is the meaning of humidity? The amount of water vapor or moisture present in the air is called humidity. If the humidity in the air is more, it often causes rainfall. Places near the equator are hot and humid. Hence, they receive a lot of rainfall. Places situated in desert regions receive little or no rainfall. This is because the air which blows over deserts is dry. Right? So, let us learn about winds. What is the meaning of winds and how do it work? Winds also affect the climate of a place. Now, there are two types of winds you can see over here, monsoon winds and hot and dry winds, right? So, winds also affect the climate of a place depending on their place of origin. Now, winds which blow from the sea towards land often bring rainfall to coastal areas. For example, the monsoon winds blow over the Arabian Sea and bring rainfall to the western coast of India. Right? Similarly, warm winds increases the temperature. Now here in this picture you can see increases the temperature of a place. For example, hot and dry winds called Lu. This kind of wind is called Lu. Blow over most part of northern India. Lu is one of the factors which increases the temperature of many places in summer. So these are the factors which affects any place climate. Now let us discuss or let us recapitulate the topic. So here we have seen factors affecting climate, right? So 5 factors are there: altitude, distance from the equator, distance from the sea, humidity and wind. So I hope the concept is very clear to you. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.